Ancient Animal Absurdity 2026, Archelon versus Tylosaurus. In the days that have passed since laying her eggs and scaring away a gaggle of curious Echidiptes penguins, the huge female Archelon has returned to cruising the Western Interior Sea. Weighing in at over 2 tons, this giant turtle is ungainly on land, but in water she glides effortlessly. She can stay underwater for nearly an hour as she travels between feeding grounds. Her favorite food is the bivalves and brachiopods that cover the seafloor in coastal waters. She will also happily use her powerful beak to crush an ammonite or snap up an unlucky fish that happens to cross her path. She is a strong, though not a particularly fast, swimmer. The long journey from her nesting beaches to her feeding grounds are one of the few times she traverses the deeper waters of the open sea. Her shell, like that of a modern leatherback turtle's, goes some way to protecting her. Her sharp, strong, toothless beak adds an extra incentive for most animals to keep their distance, although most are intimidated enough by her size alone. Unfortunately, hunting nearby is one of the few animals that can take on a giant sea turtle. A mosasaur, called a Tylosaurus, nearly twice as long as the Archelon and with a powerful jaw full of strong teeth, is a hunter. A meal of ammonites has sated this massive animal for a day or two, but his journey through the sea requires a more substantial meal. In the vastness of the Western Interior Sea, any chance for a meal is not one to pass up. The Tylosaurus spots the Archelon swimming a few hundred meters away and turns to make an attack. He plans to bite at a flipper to injure and incapacitate the giant turtle. Gathering speed, the Tylosaurus rushes forward and opens his jaws before clamping them down and biting through one of the Archelon's front flippers. The Archelon thrashes around and manages to take a revenge bite, leaving a beak-shaped notch in the front flipper of the Tylosaurus. The pain enrages the Tylosaurus, who spins around and bites again at the massive turtle, this time getting a hold of her shell. The powerful bite breaks through the carapace in multiple places, cracking the underlying ribs. The Archelon thrashes again, but the combination of pain and blood loss starts to drain her immense strength. The Tylosaurus swims around and lines up for another bite, targeting the turtle's hind flippers, which further slows and pains the Archelon. More crushing bites follow. The Archelon shell protects her, but against an opponent as large as this Tylosaurus, the Archelon slowly succumbs to her wounds and floats to the surface. The Tylosaurus will feed well today. Tylosaurus wins.